Welcome to the RECON Trader. In today's video, I will share with you the next possible moves for Bitcoin's price action. Now, we don't actually make predictions when we're trading, we just look at probabilities, and that's what we're going to take a look at today. I'll show you key levels I'm watching, some of the catalysts that might cause Bitcoin's price to move, and so you should be receiving some actionable intel, but at the end of the day, you need to do your own recon because this is not investment advice. It is purely for educational purposes only. So with that being said, let's dive right in. And we can start over here on the Bitcoin weekly candle chart over on Binance. And you can see that Bitcoin has been selling off. The last 3 weekly candles are basically Bitcoin's price dumping. And this last candle actually wicked all the way down to around the 1272 mark, which was around 60,000. Actually went slightly below. And if you watched last week's video, I had mentioned on the close of the previous week's candle, if Bitcoin didn't find support here at the 74.50 mark, we could see a retracement all the way back down here to the 172. And lo and behold, the price of Bitcoin broke below that line of support at 74.5 and did retrace all the way back to 272. Now the question really becomes, will Bitcoin pump or dump? And right now, the trend is bearish. The price of Bitcoin is below the white line, which is your 200-day moving average. It's well below the EMA ribbon. You can see that ribbon has flipped now, and the green ribbons are now on the bottom, and the red ribbon and purple ribbons are moving towards the top. As this ribbon flips, the price action for Bitcoin just becomes more and more bearish, and that's what I would expect from Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin's price is going to be trapped more than likely under 74.5 until it can break out above that. And in fact, for me, it needs to get back above the 200-day moving average and back above the 786 level, which had been support for a very long time. However, after breaking through this 786 level around 85.5, Bitcoin's price has continued to just sell off. So what is moving the price of Bitcoin? For starters, there is a lot of fear. Money is flowing out of the ETFs. If we jump over here to an article from this morning, we can see weekly global crypto outflows slowed to 187 million amid early stabilization signals. I don't know if it's really early stabilization signals. However, I prefer to look at the stablecoin outflow onto or off of exchanges, and last week we did see some stablecoins flowing back onto the exchanges, but yesterday there was a pretty big outflow of stablecoins from exchanges. So going forward into the week, I will be watching this chart to see if we continue to see inflows or we continue to see something like we saw back here, a chain of outflows. Now, with that in mind, something that could be positive for crypto is the White House is apparently going to hold some meetings with banks and crypto leaders to try to get the Clarity Act through this week. But from what I've been seeing, that might require crypto exchanges to stop paying yields on stablecoins, so that might be a non-starter. Now, even with all this bearish price action, there is some positives in the market that could propel Bitcoin's price back up, part of which is MicroStrategy once again purchased 90 million in Bitcoin during this past week's market crash. I think their average price was around 78,000, so their entire portfolio average price is still around that 76,000 per coin level, so they're still underwater. Now, with that being said, there is a lot of infrastructure building going on, so that would be bullish. And in fact, the divergence between falling asset prices and rising infrastructure investment suggests the market is prioritizing utility and scalability solutions. And so the market might be nearing perhaps a bottom. We might see some sideways price action, and then perhaps eventually Bitcoin's price can start to recover. Now, if we jump over here to the 4-hour candles rather than the weekly candles, a key level I will be watching after this huge sell-off all the way down to essentially 60,000, we get kind of maybe a dead cat bounce. But at the end of the day, Bitcoin's price is finding resistance somewhere between 71.5 and 72,000. So for me, I would want to see Bitcoin's price up above 72,000 on this shorter term time frame, the 4-hour candles. And if Bitcoin's price can get above 72,000 for starters, then the next level of resistance obviously is going to be up here around the 78,000, where Bitcoin's price did finally break down and sell off, where Bitcoin did put in this lower low before selling off to even a lower low. And that lower level of 74.5 on the 4-hour chart matches up with this level here where we were looking for support, didn't get it. And that's 74.5 back on the Fibonacci level that, again, Bitcoin's price will need to get above if there's any hope of the bulls taking control of this battlefield. Right now, however, the price of Bitcoin appears to continue to be pulled back down towards this 1272 level. And keep in mind, the reason we watch these levels or these targets, they act as magnets. The price is attracted to these different levels, and that's why we look for these different structure levels. Like the 786 for so long played a key role in support, but the EMA ribbon will act as resistance, like we can see it did here. And now that that EMA ribbon is starting to come down, the 200-day average has turned from white to orange, and the price of Bitcoin's below that. Everything I see right now screams bearish price activity. I don't see enough catalysts that will help move the price back to bullish. So for now, I would say I'm bearish as far as Bitcoin's price action goes. And so I highly suggest you do your own recon, find the key levels you're watching. Also, always be in tune to a good news source. I actually created my own little news scraping AI bot. It goes out and scrapes news from a few different sources. And so I keep up on news by pretty much the minute with this particular source. But find a reliable source for news, because the news will move the market. Alright, that's enough jaw-jacking for today's video. If you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you like these type of videos, I do one of these videos every Monday, basically a market update. You might want to shoot that subscribe button so you don't miss out on those videos. Also, leave a comment down below if you have any other markets you would like me to do analysis on, or any other type of sources you'd like me to report on. I read all your comments, so be sure to drop a comment down below. And until next time, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See ya!